Good evening, Miss Lay. Same as last time?
You remember me?
How can anyone forget a barefoot Contessa?
You remember. All that time I thought nobody'd noticed.
Stinger, right?
You do have a good memory. Yes, thank you.
If you're waiting for someone, I'll reserve that stool next to you.
Oh, well, maybe, if he gets free from his business appointment.
No problem.
Thanks. Keep bringing it up. I'm never gonna see that again.
Jean will be joining us.
Oh, Jean?
Her son.
Oh, right. Well, isn't that nice that he takes time out to come and see his mother? Did I say something wrong?
Oh, no, honey. It's just that Jean's being here means things really aren't so good where he really belongs.
Well, ain't that true of all of us? You know, you're really something else, Ione, to take us all in like this, you know.
I'll say. By the way, I talked to Mrs. Gonzalez earlier.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think she's completely recovered from her gallbladder surgery.
Don't give her another excuse to find something else wrong with her.
Ione?
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. God forgive me. So now you two ladies can see that Ione isn't so perfect after all. God still has me under construction.
Wait a minute. That will keep. Why don't you come over here and sit down just a minute?
I just might as well. I'm not doing anything except mushing up those vegetables.
How about some iced tea?
Oh, that's nice. Babs, honey, how about you?
Terrific idea. As a matter of fact, I'm buying.
Okay.
I'm sorry I snapped you up like that, honey.
Oh, no, I understand. I know that it's difficult for you to see your family unhappy.
I know, and you know there's no need for it. That's what's so hard to deal with.
Well, I'm praying that things will really work out for Jean and Carla. And I'm praying for you that you'll stop worrying and maybe learn to relax just a little bit.
Oh, well, thanks, honey. I know it'll help.
You people do a lot of that, don't you?
What's that?
You know, praying.
Well, I guess so.
Do you really think it works?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm relatively new at it myself, but I really think it does.
Believe, honey, that's what gets praying done. And in answer to your question, it makes a difference. A heap of difference.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Hey, so what are we gonna toast?
With iced tea?
Why not? Hey, I got it. Glasses up, everybody. To my new roommates.
All right.
Mom.
Jean, dinner be ready in a few minutes.
Fine. I'm not hungry, Mom.
Miriam, honey, can you go in there and try to cheer him up? I feel a blue mood settling over him, and I don't like it.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You know what? The funniest thing happened earlier.
Yeah, my wife blew into the office and embarrassed me in front of you and Vicky.
Oh, embarrassed. We wouldn't even give it a second thought, Jean. I was actually talking about something that Babs and I were pulling off in the kitchen before.
Well, maybe you could tell me about it a little later, Miriam.
Oh, no, come on. Listen, it'll only take a second. It was a riot.
Not now, please. You'll excuse me.
I'll be right back. If someone tall, blonde, and handsome comes in here, make sure he sits right here. Okay?
You bet.
You know that remark you made in the car about accepting that job with the larger firm? You weren't serious, were you?
Very.
Where?
New York City.
New York City. Why, Dina?
I wasn't aware I had to clear it with you first.
Well, you just got here.
I know, but sometimes you have to make the wrong decision before the right one becomes clear.
No, translation, bigger bucks in the bigger city.
Well, not intentionally. You see, before I came to Kingsley, I turned down an offer with one of the most prestigious law firms in the country. Guess what? Last week, they offered me a deal this little girl could not turn down. Apparently, they were impressed by my refusal. No one's ever done that to them before.
Yeah, well, there's something about striking out that sharpens one's interest. Well, but then, too, I think persistence is also a good quality.
It's very attractive in some people.
Well, like me, for instance.
Some people are attractive enough to begin with. They don't need much else.
I'm going to miss you very much.
I'm not gone yet, you know.
Well, what's that phrase? Make hay while the sun shines?
Now, we poor city girls don't understand those quaint country spirits.
Oh, well, what do you poor city girls understand, huh?
Oh, a little Proust, a little Vivaldi, soft music, wine.
Well, maybe we can pursue soft music later. I mean, of course, just to see if we have anything in common.
I doubt it. But, still might be fun.
Just when I had you all figured out,
Just when you thought you had me figured out what?
well, you go and show me how wrong I can be.
Good.
But maybe I was right from the beginning, huh? You're just tired of being stubborn?
Or maybe I've finally gotten you just where I want you.
Well, in any case, it's going to be an interesting evening.
Doing home so early?
Oh, the line at the theater was so long we decided to call it an evening.
Well, there are other things to do besides go to a movie.
Yeah, but I'm a good boy, remember?
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, well, it was a dull evening.
Well, if you're looking for excitement, you came to the wrong place.
I know better than to come here for excitement.
Well, what are you looking for?
Nothing. You know, it's a funny thing about Jill.
A willing ear. I should have recognized the signs.
A nicer girl you never meet. She's cute, fun to be with, easy to talk to.
Well, how come you can make those qualities sound like shortcomings?
Oh, they're not shortcomings. Like you say, they're qualities. Great qualities. For a friend.
Oh, I see. We're back to that again, huh?
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Yeah. From now on, my motto's going to be, trust your first instincts. How many times I tell Jill, I like you, but only as a friend? And I'd open up my big mouth and tell her, maybe I was wrong, Jill.
Are you sure you aren't?
Yeah, I'm sure. Real sure. I guess I decided that one of the worst feelings in the world is to be romantically involved with someone who you have no romantic feelings for. Well, maybe not romantically involved, but you know, a relationship where, for lack of a better term, is called romantic, so you can explore the possibilities of maybe the friendship becoming deeper, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Peter, you've got to tell Jill. There is no easy solution to this kind of situation.
I know. I guess we both sort of have the same problem.
Yeah, but I think that maybe I've solved mine at last.
Can I get another of these, please?
You remember the first time we came in this joint?
No.
Well, it was sort of a misleading question. Actually, we met him.
No, we didn't.
Sure we did.
Oh, yeah, we did. And then we went to the Greenbrier for dinner.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that was when I just got back. Funny. Seems that things haven't changed that much.
You mean you and Gina are at it again?
You mind if I talk to you about it?
That's what Leon's are made for, sugar.
Some girl made a big mistake when she let you get away.
It was more like I saw the handwriting on the wall and escaped.
No, I think it's because you might be a little smarter than the rest of us.
Maybe. What's this all about?
Pride, mostly.
Yours or his?
Both. No one's ever blameless.
And why aren't you two talking to each other?
I've tried, but he doesn't respond. It's an area in his life that he refuses to... Oh, Leon. Jean is being so close-minded that it's affecting every area in our marriage.
You mean it's causing problems in the bedroom, huh?
Yeah.
This is really something you shouldn't be discussing.
Okay, then I won't say anything else about it, but please, Leon, say that you'll talk to him about it. I really think he needs to work it out with somebody, another man.
There's somebody he needs to work it out with is you, Carla.
But that's just it. He refuses to. Look, I'm supposed to be going to Lake Tahoe in a week. It was supposed to be a vacation of sorts. At least I'll take Jimmy along and try to have a good time. You know, maybe it's best. Maybe if we're apart, that'll help us to think a little clearer.
You're apart now, and it doesn't seem to be helping anyone's thought processes.
Hang in there, Ernie. I'm gonna give Mr. Wonderful a call.
So are you serious about not dating anymore?
Yes.
I don't want to offend you now, but it's kind of hard to keep track of where you stand on this. You've been back and forth so much.
Yeah, I know. That should have told me a lot in itself, but I didn't listen.
If you don't mind my asking, what brought on all this?
Well, there's a number of things. First of all, I agree with what you said. One of the most difficult things in the world is to be romantically involved without any romance.
I said that?
Well, something like that. Or to be involved in two relationships like that. Oh, I feel like such a hypocrite. You know, I played Jason and Alex off each other. I was very unfair.
Now, hold it. I'm not gonna... I like to hear my mother admit that she's wrong, but I'm not gonna let you take the whole blame now. They're adults, too.
Yeah. Well, I think that maybe we forfeited that claim for the mess we got ourselves into.
Oh, this isn't very encouraging, you know. You're supposed to be telling me how much easier it gets the older I get.
Didn't have to be this way. If only I'd listened to my heart instead of other people.
You're getting that look in your eye.
I can't help it. Nobody can take your father's place.
What was it like when you and Dad fell in love?
Well, it wasn't love at first sight, I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What, like at first sight?
Try dislike.
No! You're shattering all my fantasies. Stop it.
Good. It's that dewy-eyed innocence that'll get you into trouble. Well, actually, met in college. You know, I think that I first heard your father's voice before I even met him.
Big mouth, huh?
No. He was the DJ at the campus radio station. A more stuck-up guy you'd never want to meet.
I see. So I'll assume that something happened between then and then when you said I do.
Mm-hmm. Quite a bit. Well, we were introduced through a mutual friend, and we went on 2 disastrous dates.
Glutton for punishment, huh?
No. I accepted the second one so that I could bawl him out for what he did on the first one.
Boy, I guess dates were really a lot of fun back then. Well, did you tell him off? What?
Yeah. And he told me off.
Was he as right about you as you were about him?
No comment.
Well, then you got married.
Then we had a class together. Then another. Then another. Well, since it was out of the question that there would be any romantic involvement, gradually we became close friends. That never changed. He was always my best friend. Well, anyway, through our efforts, or so it seemed, our commitment as friends grew deeper. I found that he was meeting all my emotional needs, and I had no desire for any romantic attachment to any other man. That's when I realized that I was in love.
I guess there's no mistaking it. I mean, once it comes.
No, Peter. There's no mistaking it at all.
So tell me, are you from around here?
No, not really. I lived in Baltimore a few years, and I just kind of drifted down here. How about you?
No, I'm from Lake Forest, which is outside of Chicago.
Yeah. Don't they call that the Gold Coast or something?
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah. I remember reading about that in a magazine. You know, some crazy doctor shot his wife and then killed himself. He claimed he had a cure for cancer or something. Didn't he live there?
Well, he lived there for a short while, but he was really from Pittsburgh. My father was dreadfully embarrassed about their friendship when that happened, although he'd boast about it enough beforehand. You know, when Daddy found out about that, he said, well, at least he had the decency to turn the gun on himself.
You knew that guy?
Well, yeah, it was Dr. Raybould. It was a very sad story. I don't know, though, I was so mad at Daddy because he wouldn't even go to the funeral.
So, who was the mystery man?
What mystery man?
The one that his wife had a fling with.
There's no fling. Dr. Raybould was just a very sick man.
Must have been nice growing up like that.
You mean nice?
I bet your father took you every place and bought you everything you ever wanted.
Yes, he bought me everything I wanted. You name it, I had the biggest, the best on the market.
Wow. I never even knew who my father was. I used to imagine what he was like, though. You know, I know my mother never told him about me. I mean, if he'd have known he had a daughter, he would have come and got me. I know that's the kind of guy he was. Maybe he is.
So did you ever try to find him?
That kind of thing takes money. Besides, I wouldn't know where to start.
Well, that's probably, it's probably for the good.
What?
Yeah, that way you can tell yourself whatever you like about him. You can just make him the sweetest, kindest person who ever lived.
I never thought about it like that, but you may be right.
What about your mother?
The kindest thing anybody ever did for me was to cut the cord and separate us.
Oh, you hated her that much?
I hate her that much, wherever she is.
So you grew up without parents?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
My mother left me, too.
Yeah?
Well, the circumstances were a little different. She's only been missing for 6 months.
Count your blessings.
No. You see, I really love my mother. I could really use her help now, too.
Call her, Jean.
No.
Have you spoken to her at all today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. She embarrassed me in front of Miriam and Vicky in the office this afternoon.
Do you remember when Carla first came back to town?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
I seem to recollect a few moments when you caused her a few embarrassing moments.
That's different.
Oh, was it?
Come on.
Jean, the point I'm trying to make is the both of you have to learn how to forgive and forget.
Well, I can't forgive, and I'm sorry. And don't give me any Bible scriptures either.
That's just your frustration talking and you know it.
Yes, it's my frustration, all right. I'll tell you how I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated every time she starts talking about something that I don't want to discuss. Get someone, and I tell you something else, too. Every day she comes out with a big brick of discussions, one on top of the other. And she's piling this so high that it's building a wall between the two of us.
And you're blaming her and she's blaming you, and where does that get you?
Mom, I'm tired of assigning blame, Mom. And I'm tired of arguments that go nowhere. And I'm also tired of people that are getting involved with this problem.
Well, I didn't ask to be in it. You brought me in it by staying here.
Oh, great. Fine. I'll just get my stuff and leave if you don't want me to stay.
Sit
here.
down.
This place is becoming more like a boarding house every day anyway.
Sit down, Jean. Please. Now, what about Jimmy? What do you suppose will become of him?
I know.
Yes, you know. You know so much that you're just willing to keep up this foolishness without any consideration for that child. I'm just sick thinking about what must be going through that poor child's mind these days.
I talked to Jimmy the other night, and he was upset. But I'm not proud of the fact that he has to go through this again, Mom.
No, you're just proud, period. You remind me of your father, God rest his soul. Trouble would knock at the front door, and he'd go heading for the back door. And it just never solved anything. Well?
None, sir.
Hey, you two trying to avoid me?
Vicky, why would you say a thing like that?
Just feel a little rejected tonight, that's all.
Well, you've come to the right table for that.
I hope everything worked out all right between you and Jean this afternoon.
Vicky, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't embarrass you and Miriam.
No.
I was just trying to convince Carla what a great guy Gene is by showing her what a rotten guy I am. Girl, you're not even listening. You're not even paying attention.
I'm sorry. Just the back of that guy's head. No, never mind. It's impossible. He has a business appointment tonight.
Hey, look, would you like to join us?
No, thank you. I think I'd better check this out.
Vicky.
So this is your business appointment, I take it?
Well, I can explain.
I have no doubt about that.
No, seriously, this is my lawyer, Dina Greeley.
Ah, must be quite an interesting case you're discussing. Is this how you treat all your clients, Miss Greeley?
Now, wait a minute, Vicky.
No, you wait a minute, Gil. You've played me for a fool up till now, but no longer.
Let's talk about this tomorrow.
I have no intentions of talking about this tomorrow or ever. I'll get even with you. You can bet on it. Here.
Emotional kid.
So long, Gil.
Where are you going?
Bye-bye. I have to pack.
Don't let some little incident like this upset you.
Hope
Come
you
on.
get home all right.